Hello, everyone. Thanks for trying this webinar. This is Porter. Nice to meet you all. Today, I'm going to introduce the Fanvil nursing core system. The main content of these presentations are: first, a solution overview. We'll introduce where will this system being used and the solution diagram. Second, the main products. Introduce the main product used for this system. 3. Solution features. Introduce the main features of this system. And 4 and 5. What is Fanvil doing now, and when will the solution be ready, and why choosing Fanvil as your partner? Let's get started. The nurse call system is based on IP and SIP protocol. It's mainly used in the nursing homes and hospital. The system will improve the communications between the H people and the caregivers. The user who may use these systems are H people, patient, and caregivers or medical. The main products here are nursing station, bed station, big button IP phone and wireless buttons, and then the corridor light. The solution diagram is as below. The nurse station will be in the nurse duty room, and the handset will be put on the pocket of the nurse or doctor. The staff console will be used in the office of doctor or nurse. And the intercom, the room station, will be used in the room beside the bed. The diagram here, you can see there's mainly 3 parts. The top left corner, they are used by the staff in the hospital or the workers in the nursing home. And in the top left corner, the intercom and the corridor light will be used in the room. Others are the products may use in this product system. Let's get to the second section, main product. The star products include the nursing station, and which is used in the nurse duty room with an app designed for the nursing call system. The staff console can be a normal IP phone used in the nurse office or doctor's office. Staff headset, mainly used by the nurse and the doctor, since nurses are moving from one room to another while they are on duty. So it is important to have a handset in her pocket. The room blotters are mainly used in the room where the patient stays or in the room of H people. The bed station is used in the bed of the room. The intercom usually used in the bathroom if the project requires a speakers and microphones in the bathroom. The big button IP phones mainly used by aged people. Call line is another essential product for the nursing call system. It used to indicate the advanced status of the room. The buttons are working with the intercom, and big button IP phones provide more buttons for the base station and big button IP phones. The door phone speakers page gateway provides the choice to customer for their projects. One of the main products for nursing call system is Nurse Station A320 series. An app designed for nursing call system will be built in the station. A320 series has two colors, black and white, and there are two models, A320 and A320i. A320 without a gooseneck microphone, while A320i does. Here are the main features of A320 series. We will not introduce more details. Let's get to the next. The healthcare intercom series includes four models: Y501, Y501 Y501W, Y501YW. The models with an NY means with a handset. With an W means it supports Wi-Fi. Except for the basics intercom functions, they support integrate with corridor light and wireless button. Here is the interface of the intercom. To meet the different requirements of different countries, while 501 series provides replaceable keys design. In the standard box, except for the keys on the panel and the handset, there will be two more keys, a red key with emergency icon and a green key with access icon. The next is the big button IP phone. It is designed for aged people. The main feature is that it has big button, and the size of the word on the screen is bigger than a usual IP phone. Beside the screen, there are two speed down buttons, which used to call the most frequently contact person, like family members, caregivers. The help button is an emergency call button. It can be configured to call multiple numbers one by one. If the first number didn't answer, the call will be forwarded to the second one and then third one. Totally 8 numbers available. Let's get to the next product, the corridor light. The corridor light is installed on the top of the door, which mainly used to indicate the status of the room. When a call is initiated or an event is activated, there are two models now. CL01 provides only two status: light off while standby and flashing while activated. This model provides the most simple status to indicate there's an event activated in the room, but can identify what's the event type. while ClO2 provides different colors for different event type. We will introduce more details in the section of main features. The console station, which used for the doctor in their office. Then I will go to the Wi-Fi phone. The Wi-Fi phone in the system is used by nurse and doctor. They will put the phone in their pocket while they're moving from one room to another. Allow them to be able to receive call and message anytime. Another products are the speakers, which used for paging functions. In the nursing system, they are installed in the public place for paging and notification. The difference between the ceiling speaker and the paging gateways are the ceiling speaker has a built-in speaker already, while the paging gateway needs to connect and passive speakers. This also provides the possibility to customize how and where to install the speakers. Let's go to the section 3, the solution features. In this section, I will introduce the main concept and the main feature of nursing call system. Here, we will use the most common workflow for a nurse call as an example to introduce how does a nurse call work. First, when the patient has an situation, he or she will press the button on the handset of the intercom. A call will be initiated for help, and then the light on the door will be lighted with identified colors. And the nurse station will receive the call, showing the call type with specific color and the information needed. Nurse handle the request and go to the room by finding the light. And then nurse will come into the room showing her presence by pressing the presence buttons. The light will showing the presence color. And then the nurse will provide the treatment or care for the patients. Once all are finished, he will press the cancel buttons or the presence buttons again. The light will turn off. This is the typical workflow for a nurse call. There are more call events like emergency call, assistant call, and code blue call. Their differences is the calling the light colors and the colors on the nursing station will be different. I will introduce more details in this section. Here is the first step. For a normal call, the patient and H people will press the buttons on the handset of Y501. A nurse call for help will reach at the nurse station. When the nurse comes into the room, if she or he needs assistance from other staff, she will press the assistant button on the panel. If the patient is in the room and an emergency situation occurs, he can press the button or pull the call in the bathroom. a call will be made for help with an emergency priority. And call can be also made by pressing the wireless button. The buttons might be on a patient's hand or on the wall of the room. We provide options for customers to meet their requirement of the project. Once the call is made, the light on the door will have different color to identify a different event. The light color is configurable to meet the different requirements from different countries. For some countries, the bed call or a nurse call will cause the light to flash in red, while in other countries, will cause the light to flash in green. So it is important to allow users to change the setting while installing the project. The call type in the nursing call system are nurse call, emergency call, and staff assisted call, and code blue call. The colors for nurse call will be red, and the emergency call will be red by default as well. The difference is the nurse call will slow flashing, while the emergency call will flashing fast. And when the nurse come into the room, he will press the presence button to indicate that the nurse is already in the room, and the light will be turned on green by default. To turn off the presence status, he can press the presence button again, or when all is finished, he can press the button cancel. The main purpose of the call system is to improve the communication between patients and nurse. The nurse station is installed in the nurse duty room. The nurse on duty will need to make the decision fast. So it is important to have the necessary information on the screen while they see an incoming call. First, the incoming call information will show where is the call from, like the room 1 and toilet, or room 2. And the priority will be shown as well. This provides the basic information for nurse to make a decision fast. If there are more than one call coming together at the same time, the waiting call will be listed on the screen of the nurse station. In the waiting call list, the most priority call will be shown on the top of the list. In this example, the code blue call has the highest priority, then emergency call, and assistant call, and nursing call. If there are two calls with the same priority, the oldest one will be listed on the first. It means the call is waiting more time than the other one, need higher priority to proceed. With the same logic, if the nurse is not able to see the screen, they can hear the different ringtone to identify what type of the call is coming to the station. In some cases, the nurse might not be able to answer the call, like the nurse leave a while or the incoming call is timed out. A missed call event will appear in the main screen. indicate there's a call which not proceeded yet, need further handling. The nurse then can press the icon to enter the list of missed calls. Then calling back to the backstation. The backstation will answer the call auto. A missed call will not change the line data on the door. It will keep the data while patient call is made until the nurse comes into the room and handling the request. To turn off the line, the nurse will need to press the cancel buttons on the panel of Wi-Fi 01. In some situations, some projects, the customer might want to share the screen of the nursing station to a big screen. The screen is usually installed on the wall of the nurse duty room. Allow the nurse to see the status of a nurse station from a little more fast away. The screen mirroring function is working by using Miracast protocol. This is a standard protocol on Android device to share screen over Wi-Fi connection. So both TV and both nurse station must connect to the same Wi-Fi and must both support Miracast protocol. The next function is the paging function in nurse call system. An emergency broadcast will be made to all devices connected to the nurse station. It is usually used when an emergency situation is occur, and usually the nurse will use the group paging function. They will make a group paging to zone 1, like there's two devices. The device can be Wi-Fi 01 or a ceiling speaker or a paging gateway. The last function will be the door opening. The door device will be installed in the access conscience. We provide the one-touch calling function from the nurse station while they are on the conversation. And we will provide a one-click opening on the contact list without establish a conversation with the door phone. So what is Fanvil doing now? Now we are developing the nurse call app on A3201, and we are developing the CL01, CL02. They are coming soon, and the wireless buttons are already available. KT10 and KT20, and the wireless button KT30 will be coming soon as well. All the solution will be ready at Q1 of 2024, and we are going to enhance our solution for a better promotion next. I think it's coming to the end of this webinar. We Fanvil hope that you have got something from this webinar, and when making your decision, might choose Fanvil. And if you have any questions or any opportunity, you can contact us on the sales@fanvil.com or support@fanvil.com. Thank you for trying our webinar. Let's answer your questions. The first question, it is a separate server is required. The system can be running standalone, will not require a server. But to working with a server, this will be a long-term features. We will provide a server in the futures, but for this solution now, it doesn't require a server. The second question, where are the events stored? It was stored in the nurse station. Since the nurse call system will require a server, but now we don't have now. In the future, we will provide a server, but not now and not in the short term. The event can be stored in the server in the futures, but not right now. The question is how many events can be stored in the logging event. I will need to verify. I think it's more than 100,000. Okay. I will share later when if you can send your mail to us. We will review back and send back to you. Okay, if there's no more question, will be the end of our webinar. Thank you for joining us. There one more question from one customer. The question is how far the wireless button can work from the intercom. According to our internal text, the distance will be different by different environment. If they are on the empty space, they can be reached to 25 meters. But if there are walls between the buttons and the intercom, the distance will drop down to 5 meters. Okay, is there any question? There are new coming question here. The question is, does it store a time of when an event was clear? If you clear the event from the nurse station, it will not store. It will clear, will not store anywhere. And if the event reach the total amount, the oldest one will be replaced by the newest one. Thank you. There's another question I'm not quite clear. Is it working with which protocol? Our communication is based on SIP protocol. Others are, for example, how to pass the call event between the intercom and the nurse station. This is private for the nurse call system. But if you have more detail about you care about, you can ask again. Thank you. You mean the wireless button? It is a 433 private protocol. It is running on 433 MHz. Many devices support this this frequency. Thanks. There's one more question. Do you have wired solution? Of course, yes. The buttons can be connected to the input interface, but only one wired button supported in the COM. Yeah, thanks for interesting in our products, and we will have the total solution at Q1 of 2024. Let's look forward. If no more question, uh, this will be the end of the webinar. Thank you all for joining us tonight. See you then.